I'm gonna do each one. 10, 9, 8.
Stopwatch running.
10, 9,
Okay, we'll just stagger it, right?
7, 6.
So it's 50 seconds on my clock.
So you wait till it's 4 minutes.
It said yes. So to the little one, hello. We've been waiting on you for over 15 months, over a year. And I'm gonna name you Femi. That's good.
Okay.
It's video recording, by the way.
I know, I can see that.
You have your glasses on?
And my contacts on. Okay.
The glass reflection?
I don't oh, yeah, it is reflecting. Okay, so we're trying this with Femi wearing his glasses.
I'm switching things up. I got the new glasses on.
I think you need to clean them. You should use my dress. Yeah, you're sitting on my dress. Alright, how about now? Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at your glasses! You like them? Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Winnie.
And I'm Femi.
And we're the Doyle-Marshalls. And I know it's been a while, so just quick reminders, like this video, subscribe down below, and comment where you can. But we are so excited to be back.
Yes. It's been a busy couple of months.
It's been months.
Not even couple. Many months. Many months.
It's been months.
So...
I don't even know what the last video was. I think it was like the spicy noodle challenge.
Yeah, where my face was on fire. People were calling me out. It was a lot. It was a lot. But so much has gone down, you know, in this year. You know, a lot of changes, a lot of transformation. Yeah. You know, it's been rough still though, like.
So
we're pregnant! Cut! Okay. Nah, she's pregnant with me, my little one. I feel nice, I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty nice. I feel pretty nice.
Yeah, we feel good. So we do have some footage that we're gonna show throughout this video, but basically
we're gonna tell a story, we're gonna talk about everything.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. At this point, I know we waited a while, but at this point we are actually 30 weeks pregnant.
Time flies.
So we have
30 weeks. Less than 2 months.
We have 10 weeks.
Like
10 weeks.
Whew. Jeez.
Yeah, so we're getting there. We're almost there. But yeah, right now we are 30 weeks pregnant. We are due in February.
We've been just prepping the house, getting everything kind of up and running and ready for this little one that's brewing right over here.
I know, you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't. We'll do a pan down. We'll kind of...
Wait. Okay, there we go. That's the...
Right? So, yeah, no, I think we should kind of maybe talk about the path, what it was like when we found out, what was crazy about it. So, we moved into a place, like one of our second places together, you know, a couple months ago, a number of months ago, almost a year now, actually, almost a year. And we were like setting up, we're prepping, we're like, okay, this is gonna be a nice place that we're gonna settle down in and just kind of like grow the family. And we weren't really thinking much of it. We just were, I'm talking about how it kind of escalated.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like we were trying for like over a year. you know, the reality of it.
Actually, no. By the time we moved into that place, we were trying for almost a year.
At that point already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So at that point, because we had moved in there December 2018. And no, December 2019.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my years mixed. Like, yeah, the month before 2020.
The world changed.
But yeah, by the time we moved in there, we were already trying for pretty much a year, I would say, almost a year.
No success, you know.
Yeah.
We already like started to do testing, you know, and I think that's a topic that a lot of families don't talk about. You know, a lot of couples rarely discuss of, you know, fertility and the challenges of sometimes people just hit it, you know, and things work out like that, you know. But the more I've talked to different couples and, you know, a lot of individuals, even an Uber driver I had just last week, you know, it's a reality that a lot of people go through. So if you're in that situation where you've been pushing and trying, you know, have faith, things will work out. Just, you know, if it doesn't work out, the vision you have in your mind, like, things will work out the way that it's supposed to. That's kind of what I would share.
Yeah, and I think we started doing like fertility tests and stuff to see what's wrong, what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I would say March, April of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, March, like February, March.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could talk about tests and stuff, but we really don't need to get into all of that. But basically, by the end of all of those things, the doctor pretty much sat us down and said, so there's nothing wrong that we can see.
Yeah. Unexplained infertility.
Yeah.
That's what they told us.
The clinical term for it is unexplained infertility.
And I think like any individual
that hears infertility,
it's like terrifying. Like, it's like, what's going on? What's wrong with me? Am I okay? You know, I remember, so the dudes over here, you know, when you have to get your test, make sure your stuff's working. Like I remember, like, the doctor delayed having the report, and I was terrified. This guy's like, oh, let's go to the back and see if everything's okay. And I was scared, you know, like, so I think, like, there's so much emotion happening. And
that was after I did all my
after
stuff.
You did all
it
your
was
tests.
Around the same time. So it was like around the same time as my last test was when we got his stuff done, just so.
Yeah. So I was like really concerned. We were concerned, and then the response was like, "Oh, everything was good. This is just unexplained." And we're like,
So what now?
What do we do?" Like, you know, and I think at that point, we already were kind of in a state of just living our life and just like, okay, we'll figure out what will happen.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm gonna speak for myself, because I think what I was experiencing was slightly different than what you were experiencing, but all kind of in the same realm, which was like, I was obsessed, yo.
Yeah, she was.
Like, I was like, I eat healthy, I do everything healthy, which is a theme, we'll talk about it later. But I eat healthy, I do this, like I take all my vitamins, all of this stuff, and like, I was reading books. I purchased books on like fertility and, you know,
we'll post some of those fertility books below.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can do another episode on all of that. But anyway, I was like, so all of that stuff was just panic inducing for me, and stress isn't good anyway.
No.
But it was like, how can you not be stressed when you don't know what's going on with your body?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I think it was affecting me whenever someone would ask, oh, so when are the babies coming? And it's like, in my head, I'm like...
One question to not ask people is that, like, if there's one bit of advice I can give to anybody who has not been attempting to have a child, like, don't ask anyone. Don't, like, I'm telling you, because that is the most frustrating, overwhelming question to ever receive when you want something. Like, just don't ask.
Like, we wanted it so badly, and it was like, it just wasn't happening. And so anyway, like, we could talk about that another time, but the doctor prescribed something that can help, like, me ovulate more eggs, so it'll be a higher chance every time we try.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, so the start of your next cycle, you're gonna start taking these for 5 days, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, cool. And that was like, I would say that was around like oh no, that would have been like, I would say towards the end of May. That's what he was like, okay, the start of your next cycle. So I'm waiting for my next cycle to start, waiting. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm kind of, you know, my period's due in a couple days, but I mean, I have all of these pregnancy tests, so I might as well just take one before my next cycle starts. And so I was taking it like, no, I try not to take it because I got obsessive. So Femi, like, whenever I take a test, Femi has to be with me. That was his rule.
That's my number one rule.
We have to find out at the same time. If it happens, I want to be there watching you pee on a stick, like watching that timer go off and then checking this, like.
Now hold on, I'm gonna explain to you why this became my number one rule. If you have been with your partner and they've been really wanting something and you as a couple are not getting that response you want to see, that's painful.
Yeah.
Like, that's pain. Like, I remember me questioning if I was okay, her questioning if she's okay, us wondering if it's the right time. You physically being there as a support is powerful. So I recognized just the ups and downs of just like mood and everything.
I also think he just didn't want to be surprised.
Yeah, I don't like surprises.
Because Femi doesn't like surprises, and he was like, if you're gonna find out, I'm gonna be there when you find out.
Don't surprise me. Don't.
So I couldn't do the whole, you're a daddy, like little, you know those little cute things, even though I was like, oh, I'd love to like get him a present, and he opens it, and then it, you know, it says, you're a dad, blah, blah, blah.
That ain't my flow.
That's not Femi, like that's so not Femi.
I would be literally like.
He would be so pissed. He'd be like, you knew this for how long?
Why did you prep me? Like, I need to be prepared.
I still think that would have been the best surprise ever.
I've been so upset.
I always surprise him and it always ends up being good. But anyway, I was like, nah, you know what?
That's a good video, by the way.
I'm gonna respect your decision that you want to be there when we find out.
Yeah.
So every time I did the test, anyway. So I was like, back to the story. I was just thinking, you know, I woke Femi up. I was like, okay, I know my period's not due in a couple days, and the doctor said to wait till my period's due to take the pills. But can we just do the test just for fun? Like, if it's a no, it's a no.
I'm like, all right.
But like, let's just do it. I really want to do it. And he was like, okay, fine. So we go to the bathroom. I pee, whatever, and I do it on the stick. I'm putting it down, and I'm like, okay, we gotta wait 3 minutes. Femi sets a timer, and I'm so exhausted, and I'm so sleepy.
Woman leaves the room.
And in my head, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a negative anyway.
Leaves.
I just leave the bathroom and I go back to bed. And Femi's like, but the timer!
It's 3 minutes.
And I was like, I don't want to wait 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Tell me that it's a no when it comes up.
This girl goes.
I leave, and then he's like, the timer's off, and I'm like, oh, fine. And
Hold on, so she's not even there yet. Like, she's just like getting up out of the bed all slow, and I'm like, can you, like, the timer's done, like, come look at this thing. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a second. Is that?
It was like one of those, it was one of those tests
with
the 2 lines or 1 line. So 1 line is a negative and 2 lines is a positive.
I'm like, am I seeing something? Like, at that point, I didn't have these glasses. So I was like, is that an actual line? Like, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
So I go and I look at it and I'm like, that second line was really faint.
It was light.
Like, it was so faint. Like, you would think you're seeing something.
It's not even there.
And I was like,
but it's there.
I see it. And he was like, you see it, right? Has this ever happened before? And I'm like, no.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure?
And he was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And I was like, and I didn't want to say it. So I literally was like, I mean,
denial.
Like, I don't know.
It's not.
And he's like, what does it mean? I was like, okay, well, I don't know what this means, but it's supposed to mean that I'm pregnant. Like, it's supposed to be a positive.
And that was
I don't know. But I don't know.
That was the beginning. And literally, like, right after that one moment, you know, we're like, let's leave it, let's put it aside. And we just
well, no, that's not what happened.
It's a gap.
I was like, I had already tossed my pee out. Oh, yeah. So I was like, I have more sticks, I can confirm. But then I had no pee.
This was actually funny.
And then I was like sitting on the toilet, I was like, come on, body pee. I need to take more tests, I need to make sure.
Didn't happen.
And like, it just wasn't coming out. And I was like,
chug so much water.
So we're chugging, I'm chugging water, and I'm like, okay, that's not how your body works. It doesn't just like go through and then it comes out. So I'm like, I still can't pee. And so we're like, okay, we gotta go grocery shopping.
Let's go pick up some stuff.
And this is like during quarantine. This is like, this was June 5th. I still remember the date. This was June 5th. And they're like, okay, fine, we're gonna go grocery shopping. And then maybe by that point the water will have gone through me, and then we'll come back and take it. And when we go grocery shopping, I was like, instead of buying the little cheap strips, we're gonna spend $30, whatever amount those pregnancy tests cost, and we're gonna buy
yes,
it.
no.
Yeah, so we bought the one that says yes or no, and I was really hesitant to buy it just because I was like, oh my god.
What if it's another no?
What if it's another no? But then what if it's like, this is a concrete, like this is yes or no.
No, maybe? I asked. I'm not gonna lie. I think maybe it would be a very useful thing to have on these.
Stupid. Why would I spend? Actually, that test was like $40. Why would I spend $40 on a test that says maybe?
That is genius. Moving on. Anyway,
so we spent $40 on this test that says yes or no. We go home. By the time I get home, I was like, I can pee. So I go to the bathroom and I pee in a little thing, and then I have that test, and I
bunch
do
of
like
cheap ones.
I did like 3 more cheap tests, and I put them all in at the same time. Yep. And I like lined them up, and then I was like, okay, now we have to wait 3 minutes. So we're like waiting there, we're sitting there, we set the timer. I'm like, don't look at the test. Don't look at the test. We're gonna wait till the timer goes off to look at the test.
First, the cheap ones.
The cheap ones showed first, and
they all faint line.
They all showed the second faint line.
They're like, whoa, okay. So
we have to wait like 30 more seconds.
This is like 5 tests.
Yeah.
And then like we're waiting, and then we just see yes.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now. Like, it's been crazy. The changes, the growth, what's been happening.
Femi was running around the place screaming.
You'll see the video. I'll show you a lot. You'll see all that stuff.
This is what's happened. If you look right there, there's 2 lines on this test. So we got Winnie right here studying the brand new one we purchased.
So this is 3 minutes as well.
And she pulled out, show everybody how many you have pulled out over here.
Okay, I took another 2 out, which is the easy at home early pregnancy test, and that's the faint line it showed. So we're gonna do, and then we bought 2 of the first response ones.
I'm gonna show you that line. Look at that.
And these first response ones are supposed to say either yes or no instead of the 2-line thing. So I'm hoping, like, I don't know, if it's a yes, it'll just say yes. I don't have to interpret the lines. But I didn't want to spend money on these every month because I used to do that, and like they're a lot of money, and like to keep seeing no all the time. So I got these cheaper ones, which came in a box for like $20, and they were like the ovulation test and the pregnancy test. So
you can still see it from here. $350. What? Yo! No! Shut up. Shut up. Yo. 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 The thing said yes.
yay!
Yo. Yo.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Can you show your family with vlog? I know this fucking mess.
Yo. Oh my gosh.
I'm also in the grocery store.
Oh my gosh. We took 3 tests. And each of them
No, I'm saying just back to back.
Yeah. Can I see all of us? Oh my God.
Let's go, Winnie. Let's go. How you feeling right now? 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 Oh, I feeling right now. That.
I told you it was like limit stick. I feel like. Are you gonna keep on them?
I feel like it actually got darker.
3 back-to-back, fam. Plus the I wonder. No questions.
But it's been awesome, you know. Papa Doyle is right here. You know, Pops on that dad flow. So I'm gonna drop this right now for the world to see. Young mind, old lifestyle. Old lifestyle all day. Young mind, old lifestyle. So it's good.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what happened. That's our story. That's how we found out.
And that's what we're sticking to. I don't know. I just feel like
Well, that's what happened. So we're sharing this with you now. We're finally ready to share with the world. And yeah, I guess you're gonna join us on this journey, because there'll be more videos. And you know, we wanted, I mean, I think there's a lot of topics that we want to kind of talk about in terms of the process of us getting pregnant.
Yeah.
And
growing a family
and like
a
how my trimesters were.
Yeah. What's it like being an up and coming dad? You know, the thoughts that go through a soon to be father. You know, I think that's something that I think will be really powerful and useful for a lot of people.
So if you have any thoughts on topics that you would be interested in hearing about, you know, let us know down below. We have some thoughts and some ideas, but obviously would love to hear what you want to know.
Yep.
And that is where we are at right now. So welcome to, I mean, the Doyle-Marshalls is just going to keep growing, right? It's just going to be like, now there's going to be an additional Doyle-Marshall, like another one.
Oh, yes.
And then soon we're going to have a little one right here.
Crazy. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
But yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's all. And we will see you next time. But for now, my name is Winnie.
And I am Femi.
And we are the Doyle-Marshalls. And thank you for joining us and sticking it out this long. And enjoy. Enjoy. And stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe out there. And take care of yourselves. And we wish you so much love and so much joy. And thank you for being with us through this journey.
Take care.